Dinah, the only daughter of Jacob and Leah, appears in the book of Genesis. Her story, though brief, is powerful and thought-provoking. After being violated by Shechem, a local prince, her brothers Simeon and Levi responded with fierce vengeance. Dinah's voice is not heard in the text, yet her story raises deep questions about justice, family honor, and the role of women in biblical times. Though often overlooked, Dinah's story still resonates with themes of silence and strength. Let's dive in and hear about her. Do not forget to subscribe, comment, share, and turn the notification bell on for more stories like this. Dinah was the daughter of Jacob and Leah. Jacob had many sons and only one daughter named Dinah. Her mother Leah was Jacob's first wife. Dinah had many brothers, including Simeon and Levi, who would later play a big role in her story. Jacob and his family lived in the land of Canaan. They had moved there after Jacob had made peace with his brother Esau. They settled near a city called Shechem. The people who lived in Shechem were not followers of God. They had different customs and beliefs. One day, Dinah went out to visit the women of the land. Maybe she wanted to make friends or just learn how other young women lived. But something very sad and wrong happened. A man named Shechem, the son of Hamor, the ruler of the city, saw Dinah and wanted her. He took her and treated her very badly. He hurt her and slept with her, even though she did not agree to it. Afterward, Shechem said he loved Dinah and wanted to marry her. But what he had done was a great sin. It brought great shame to Dinah and her family. In those days, women were highly protected by their families. What Shechem did was not just a personal sin. It was seen as a disgrace to the whole family. Shechem told his father Hamor, "Give me this girl as my wife." So Hamor went to speak to Jacob and his sons. Jacob had heard what happened to Dinah, but he stayed quiet until his sons came back from the fields. When the sons heard the news, they were very angry. They were filled with pain and shame because Shechem had done something terrible to their sister. Hamor came and spoke with Jacob and his sons. He tried to make peace. He said, "My son Shechem loves your daughter. Please give her to him as a wife. Let our families marry each other. You can live among us, buy land, and do business here. Let's live together in peace." Then Shechem said, "I will give you anything you ask. Ask me for a large bride price, and I will give it. Just let me marry your daughter." Jacob's sons answered Shechem and Hamor with a trick. They said, "We cannot give our sister to a man who is not circumcised. That would be a disgrace to us. But if every man in your city becomes circumcised like we are, then we will give you our sister and live among you." Shechem and Hamor agreed. They went back to their city and told all the men what had happened. They said, "Let's all get circumcised. Then these people will live with us. Their daughters will marry our sons, and we will marry their daughters. Their animals and wealth will be ours." So all the men of the city agreed and got circumcised. 3 days later, when the men were still in pain from the circumcision, Simeon and Levi, Dinah's brothers, took their swords and went into the city. They killed all the men, including Shechem and Hamor. They rescued Dinah from Shechem's house and brought her back home. Then the other sons of Jacob came and took everything from the city, the animals, the goods, and everything inside the houses. They did this because Shechem had treated their sister like nothing. But Jacob was very upset. He said to Simeon and Levi, "You have brought trouble on me. The people of this land will hear what you did, and they will come to fight us. There are only a few of us, and they might destroy us." Simeon and Levi answered, "Should he have treated our sister like a prostitute?" Jacob didn't say much more at that time, but the actions of Simeon and Levi were not forgotten. Lessons and reflections from Dinah's story. Dinah's story is short, but it teaches many lessons. Dinah was innocent. Dinah did not do anything wrong. She went to meet the women of the land. She was young and curious. What happened to her was not her fault. The Bible is clear that Shechem forced her. He took what he had no right to take. This shows that even in ancient times, such acts were seen as evil. Family honor was very important. In those days, a woman's honor was tied to her family's name. When Dinah was harmed, it brought shame and pain to her whole family. Her brothers were furious. They felt their sister had been deeply disrespected. Their anger led them to take extreme revenge. Revenge can bring more trouble. Simeon and Levi wanted justice, but they chose a violent and deceitful way to get it. Instead of seeking fair justice, they tricked the people of Shechem and killed them. Jacob feared that this act of revenge would bring danger to the whole family. Later in life, Jacob would speak about this when blessing his sons. He said Simeon and Levi had too much anger and cruelty. He did not forget what they did. God's name was not mentioned in this story. This part of Genesis does not talk about God giving any instructions. It does not say Jacob or his sons prayed or asked for guidance. That silence shows that this was a moment when people acted on their own feelings, not on God's wisdom. It teaches us to always seek God before making big decisions, especially when we are angry or hurt. God still protected Jacob's family. Even though things went badly, God still protected Jacob and his family. In the next chapter, Genesis 35, God told Jacob to go to Bethel and worship him. As they traveled, God made sure no one attacked them. That shows God's mercy, even when his people make mistakes. What happened to Dinah after? The Bible does not say what happened to Dinah after this. Some believe she lived a quiet life, possibly unmarried. Others think she may have married later, but we don't have those details in Scripture. Even though the Bible doesn't say much about her after Genesis 34, Dinah's story reminds us of how deeply painful moments can shape families and communities. Her story is also a voice for women who have been hurt or mistreated. It says clearly that such acts are wrong and that victims are not to be blamed. Jacob's final words about the event. Many years later, when Jacob was old and near death, he blessed his sons. But when he spoke about Simeon and Levi, he did not forget their actions. In Genesis 49 verses 5 to 7, Jacob said, "Simeon and Levi are brothers. Their swords are weapons of violence. Let me not enter their council. Let me not join their assembly, for they have killed men in their anger, and hamstrung oxen as they pleased. Cursed be their anger, so fierce, and their fury, so cruel. I will scatter them in Jacob, and disperse them in Israel." This shows that Jacob still remembered what happened with Dinah. He blamed their anger, not Dinah. Later, the tribe of Levi became the priests of Israel. Even though they were scattered, they were used by God. That shows God can use even those who have done wrong, if they turn back to Him. Dinah's story may be painful, but it is not forgotten. It reminds us that sin causes deep wounds. God sees the pain of the innocent. Revenge without justice brings more harm. We must act with wisdom, not just anger. God can still guide us even after bad choices. Today, many people in the world face pain and injustice like Dinah did. Her story gives us a voice to speak up for those who cannot speak. It reminds us to protect others and to seek God in times of trouble. Let us remember Dinah, the only daughter of Jacob, and learn from her story. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Shalom.